terms you have to be familiar with: data warehousing. This is just like it sounds, like a warehouse where you house data. So it's where the organization organizes its data into virtual warehouses. And you have a query. A query basically means you're trying to create a list of accounts or entries that meet a set of criteria that you have defined. So you define a set of criteria to be able to get some information from that data. And from there, you are then able to use that list that you got from your query in other features such as reports, correspondence, and all that. Now, with data reporting capabilities, business intelligence reporting will collect and present that data in, we've been saying, data visualization. So it's basically in an easy to understand way, so it can be analyzed for insights, for business insights. And this involves creating visualizations, reports from processed and analyzed data. Okay. Now here we see some other terms that I would like you to be familiar with. You have tables, like many of us are aware of tables, like Excel tables and all of that. Now from those tables, you can create reports and you can create queries, which is data resulting from questions you ask of one or more tables. And from the results of those queries, you can create reports as well. And forms are basically user-friendly interfaces for entering and viewing the data that you can put into the table, or from a table you can get a form as well. Now I want you to look at this. This is like a bit of a higher level process of the BI process. So here you have the data sources and it comes into the data warehouse and it's put into the OLAP cube. And you have the application queries and the results of that goes to these different users. And like I said before, OLAP is online analytical processing. So basically it's used to perform high-speed complex queries from this data warehouse or multi-dimensional analysis on large volumes of data. And so it involves querying, extracting, studying, summarized data. So that's what OLAP is. Now there's something called ETL, extract, transform, and load. And it's right here in the middle of this process, in the staging area, which we would see here. If you can see, it says ETL, ETL. That means that it's extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data into the data warehouse. It's right in the middle here. And like it says here, it's a sequence of applications that extract data sets from different sources, bring them to a data staging area, apply a sequence of processes to prepare the data for migration into the data warehouse, and actually load them in that data warehouse. So it makes better sense here, because here you can see the staging area, you can see the extract, which we said is ETL, extract, transform, and load right here. And so the data sources all come from here, and then it's put in the staging area, extract, transform, and load, and then it's moved into the warehouse, right? And then the OLAP, which we said, like we said here, online analytical processing, it does the high-speed complex queries on large volumes of data. And then from that OLAP servers, you're able to do your analysis, your reporting, and your data mining, okay? And this just shows you the difference between what OLAP systems would do and OLTP systems would do. This is more operational. This is more of a data warehouse. So if you ladies want to check out more information about the difference, then you can take some time to look through this, okay? And now here you see examples of business intelligence tools and techniques. So some tools that you see in terms of business intelligence will be analytics. Analytics comes under business intelligence, and this would probe data to extract trends, insights, to drive valuable data-driven decisions. Then you have dashboards, which we kind of touched about, where you can have the interactive visualizations of the data, KPIs, analytics metrics, all to be able to make quality data-driven decisions. Now, data mining is using statistics, machine learning to uncover patterns in large data sets. Okay, so it requires pre-processing of data to be able to create those models that will reveal the patterns that you want to see. extract, transfer, load. We talked about that already. The data staging area, you have the ETL happening to extract the data, transform it, clean it, and then load it into the data warehouse. Now for model visualization, the model visualization technique will transform facts into charts, histograms, and other visuals to support correct insight interpretation. Okay. Now we already talked about OLAP, but it bears repeating because I've seen it in quite a number of places in terms of questions. And so again, it's online analytical processing. It is used to do complex queries on multiple dimensions of data. And from there, you're able to get in the task completed for which you can use to do your data analysis, financial forecasting, and budget. Now with predictive modeling, this is where you use a BI technique to utilize those statistical methods to where you can actually have predictive value in your results. Reporting is basically gathering data using various tools to mine insights. So after you do the analysis, then you're able to have a report that helps to understand insights and make better data-driven decisions. Then you have scorecards. So with scorecards, we kind of touched on that. You have those are visual tools such as the BI dashboards and scorecards. It provides a quick and easier to understand way to measure the KPI and the results of the data analysis and data mining and all of that. So here we see examples of business intelligence trends. And like it says, they are evolving, BI is evolving and improving, but there are four main trends: artificial intelligence, cloud analytics, collaborative BI, and embedded BI. Now with artificial intelligence, you just, like we all know, AI machine learning emulate complex tasks executed by the human brain. Then you have cloud analytics, which is where the cloud, BI in the cloud replaces on-site installations. Embedded BI, you have BI software embedded into another business application. Now, what's the value of business intelligence? Mainly the ability to support data-driven decisions. And that will lead to a yield in positive bottom line impact and allows the organization to make better decisions that would help improve its market share, its bottom line, and its financials as well. Now, descriptive analytics basically reveals what has happened or what is happening. Predictive analytics is going to help to give projections of future events and assess the likelihood of something that will happen. So we said descriptive is revealing what is happening or what has happened. Predictive is going to give us a projection of the future event, and prescriptive analytics would reveal why you should take a particular action. Okay. Now we have ERP, which is Enterprise Resource Planning. And what it means is, and when it says, whenever you hear that word enterprise, it means the whole organization. So it's not just going to impact just one department or one function, it's impacting the entire organization as a whole. So these ERP systems, they are comprehensive, integrated software solutions designed to manage various business processes across departments and functions. It involves all the departments and functions. And that's why you see that it's all connected to the ERP. Now, here we have some benefits of ERP: data security, increased productivity, centralized data, compliance, forecasting, customer service, flexibility, reporting. And you see here that it says it's an integrated suite that can be used to run almost every aspect of the organization. So it's going to impact every single function in that organization. It's not just going to be for only HR or for only IT. It's the entire organization, right? So like it says here, it helps automate and manage business processes across functions. It helps you manage various aspects of your business in one centralized place.